gentlemen, without too much delay, I'd like to welcome a lady known to all of you. She was the founder of Women in Management. And before I invite her onto stage, I must say I had a chat with her on the side, and I just asked her, what is it about this organization as the founder that actually takes you forward and made you start it? And she said, in society, we always ask the question, what do I gain from it? Instead of what can I give in return and what can I contribute? And that's the attitude she wanted to create, along with her colleagues, in every woman out there, the can-do attitude of giving back. And of course, she's greatly achieved it. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the very lovely Sulochana Segera.
Everyone, good evening, Honorable Ministers, Her Excellency, distinguished guests, winners, ladies and gentlemen. When it's a women organization, everyone thinks women fights for their rights. Sri Lanka, I don't think we need to fight for rights. It's just that we have to use our rights. Men are good in creating things, but they need a woman to manage it. Just imagine the men we are talking about, the successful men we are having in our lives, in the careers, in Parliament. For them to be there, how many women have to work hard at home as well as in their lives. So, whoever, if you see a successful man, don't ever forget there has been a woman who has made him successful. Normally, men say that women after the marriage, they don't maintain their figures. I humbly ask them, will you do her part till she goes for jogging? Will you get up in the morning and will cook for the children, take the children to school till she goes to the gym? Will you take her to the school and wait for her till she goes for all the exercises? No. So women are very unique, because women, under the name women, you get a man inside you. But men, they're just men. Right? Okay. Then, there's a saying that women cannot work in team, but they are good working individually. But I don't think that women cannot work in team. They can. It's just that they want to ensure that everything is right. And WIM is one of the organizations who brought women to work as team. And when it was started in 2009, there were a lot of women organizations in Sri Lanka. But for my idea was not there, because it's mainly empowering and charity. Yes, we need empowerment. We need empowerment of women because men has failed, so women need to be empowered. The more we use the empowerment of women word, we are discriminating the power of man. So if we had empowered men, we don't need to empower women. But you cannot just take out the women from out and just empower them and put it back to home and say, now you are empowered. A family unit, the mother and father, the husband and wife is more important. Same goes to the organizations also. You just cannot say the men are the leaders. You need women to manage your leaders. Without women, the organization is nothing. Once I remember an Indian Prime Minister said, you can measure the country development by knowing the women, by seeing their women. So our country has 106 women for 100 men in productivity level. That is the age group between 18 to 55. and 63% women goes yearly to the university. But sadly, 33% women contribute to the economy. So somewhere our women has failed. And without women becoming a main role in the economy, there's no development, because women has to be in the economy. So we have to find out why women are not there. So mainly when we did a survey, women by their own choice, they prefer to be at home, they prefer to be the wife role, mother role. What they say is, when they become career women, their household, the children are neglected, the husbands are neglected. So they do a great sacrifice of giving up their future, their careers. But in the present economy, women's role is more important. Anyhow, talking about women, when we were discussing about more women, we saw women are mostly on middle management and executive level. We hardly get senior management women in the boardrooms. Unless you have a family background, a business background, it's less women come to the boardroom. Why women needed in the boardroom? Men make decisions from their heads. Women use their head and heart both. Without a soft touch, there's no decision making. But when women in the boardroom are tough, we say she has lost her feminine. No, she has not. She has it, but she's not allowed to say no because she's a woman. But men are allowed to say no because they are men. So the most of the award winners here are women who challenge the word no. They have the courage to say no when it's no. So they are the one we are celebrating. Also, I'm not good in looking at the papers and reading, even though they have written to me. So I'm sorry about it. Again, I have to tell this. It's not just only the women who are working in companies as careers we are going to celebrate. It's women who have less opportunities but achieve things in life. And we have a lot of women who have come from far away, from north, from east, and everywhere. And they have traveled to sit with us and celebrate the women achievements. So the winners, don't take this award as a souvenir. This is not a souvenir. This is for you all to share your success with women who are struggling to come up to your level. You just cannot keep it in your cabinet. Every time you see it, you must remember that there is a woman who is struggling to come to your position. So please, because I have been for a lot of awards, and it has taken as a souvenir. Women in Management is not an organization which gives souvenirs. It gives for you to inspire another woman. I would like to thank all the sponsors who have come forward, and especially the judges who has gone through a lot of, I think, hard work. They have worked many nights, and it was not easy, you know. I always say you have to get men and women to be judges, because you can see the real arguments, how they look at it. Some say, okay, men will look at only, or when it's a woman, they will give award. No, they hardly give. And you say when it's a woman, oh, she will envy, she will get jealous. No, they won't. They will fight for the justice. They will say why she deserves it. And I remember once there was an argument about an award winner. So one of the judges said, okay, you justify why she's not giving it, why she doesn't deserve it. So actually it took 45 minutes to justify it. So you all have gone through that and won this award. Just not seeing the name, just not seeing the company name, no. They have justified why you deserve it. Before I finish, just remind me a story which I saw from the Facebook. When Mr. Barack Obama and Mrs. Obama went for a walk, they went for a coffee. So while they were having a coffee in the coffee shop, the owner of the coffee shop was looking at Mrs. Obama, and suddenly he reached his security and said, "I want to speak to Mrs. Obama personally." So the security informed that to the Mrs. Obama, and she said, "Okay." So she went and spoke, and she came out. Then Mr. Obama asked, what he really wanted to speak to you, what's about it? And she said, "No, he was one of my colleagues when I was schooling. He said he was in love with me at that time, and he just wanted to convey that." So the Mr. President said, "Oh, in vain. If you have been married to him, you should have been the owner of this lovely coffee shop." Mrs. Obama said, "No, darling. If I would have been married him, he would have been the president of this country." So, ladies, it's yours. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.